Okay, guys, I have for you a little theory. Yeah, I said before that I'm not going to tell you about theory and stuffs like that because it it could be like a waste of time, but it's not true because I'm trying to make the video for everyone, even those that are not good with like PyQt5 or OpenCV or Python or machine learning algorithm. So the best way to do that, I'm trying to do my best to explain everything that we are doing. So some of you may have good knowledge about machine learning, but not in PyQt5. And some of you could have good knowledge about PyQt5, but not in machine learning. So that's why I'm trying to tell you whatever I'm trying to do, and I hope that all of you will understand everything that we are about to do in this lesson. So that's why I prepare for you this presentation about machine learning, and it's a large, very, very large subject. So I don't want to talk about everything on machine learning, but I just want you to know like the subdivision and the division and how we can choose an algorithm to do stuff that we need. So machine learning, let's go on. Yeah, yeah. Machine learning is a subsection of artificial intelligence. Yeah, I forgot to write it. I hope you forgive me, guys. We have AI, and which dealing with algorithm in techniques that allow a computer system to learn. So if we talk about the definition about learning, learning is the process of experience of gaining knowledge or skill. So by using machine learning algorithm, we help the computer to get knowledge of something, whatever we are trying to do with the computer. And machine learning are usually categorized as supervised or unsupervised. But we have like four categories for now, like supervised, or four categories that are very used for now. We have supervised, so there are some algorithms that learn on labeled dataset. So you will go through the course with me, and you will know that we use supervised learning, machine learning algorithm, and unsupervised also. They do not deal with labeled data, but they groups or they form groups by similarity. And as well, you can see semi supervised. They use labeled and unlabeled data for training. So, yeah, and if we have this graph, we can see machine learning as the top in the subdivision, like supervised learning and unsupervised learning. And when we talk about supervised learning, we see classification and regression. And when we talk about unsupervised learning, we see clustering. So, what is classification? Classification is known as a supervised learning approach. So classification algorithm can be used in speech recognition, handwriting recognition, email spam classification, even in the crane recognition system that we are trying to do right now. And they can use, like, for example, cancer tumor cell identifications or document classifications, and so many things. And here you can see the algorithms that are widely used in classification. You have KNN, like K nearest neighbor, and we have naive Bayes, and we have also super vector matching, or SVM. SVM. Yeah, so here you can see the those algorithms. I guess that you already know something about them, or you heard about them sometimes. And yeah, we can go on. And what is regression for now? Regression is the process of finding a model that helps with the differentiation of the data using continuous value. Yeah, we have also some widely used. Yeah, I should write here regression algorithm because I copy. That's why I said you before. When you copy, you make mistakes sometimes. Yeah, because I just copy the slide and rip and rewrite something that I knew that I need some, like regression and the algorithm, but I forgot to rewrite classification. So you see, yeah. So yeah, we can see that linear regression, decision trees, random forest, and neural networks. There, I hope or I think that you heard about neural network or ANN. So you probably heard a lot about it, and I will show you, or I will tell you the difference between them and advantages and disadvantages. Yeah. So clustering. Clustering, as you can see, is unsupervised learning technique. The difference between classification algorithm and clustering algorithm is that in clustering, the idea is not to predict the target class as in classification. Yeah, but it's to try to group the similar kind of samples by considering the most satisfied condition. Yeah, I don't know if you understand this, but it's very, very important because when we use a classification algorithm, we know the class, and for example the coins, we have a data set that contain like €1, €2, 50 cents, and something like that, and we put a new image that contains some coins, so some euro coins, and we tell the program that find me here €1, find me here the coins that are here. So the program already know which value or the value of the coins. But in clustering, we do not do something like that. We show, or we just give the program a picture that contains like beans, or white beans, red beans, and corn, and the program itself group the samples. Like the red beans are on the left side, and corn are on the right side, and something like that. So the program itself try to come with a solution that we didn't even know before. So a real world example of clustering will be how a movie application would group movies depending on their genre. Or yeah, you can see that they want to do some kind of prediction. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we will see something more. Yeah. I was trying to do a short overview on the methods, but if you found out that I'm talking a lot now, I'm not coding, so you can skip this because first I will show you the slide first. Yeah, we have like KNN. What is KNN? So, and we have a slide for each algorithm. As I'm telling you, if I was here to tell you everything from the algorithm from scratch. I would take so many hours, and I would talk. I would tell you something and you will fall asleep. But I try to do my best to cut everything. So this is the really short overview of the algorithm. If you are interested, you need to know something more, you can just stop the learning from here and go to learn those algorithms or go to know about them, and then you can come back and continue. But I hope that this will help you to know how to choose your algorithm when you are trying to do something or when you need to do something else, not just the application. So KNN is one of the simplest classifier that assign a given class to a given number to another near simple. So I think that at the end of this video, not this video, at the end of the course, we will use KNN to classify images, and we will probably use some other algorithm for you to see the result and the accuracy of each algorithm. I hope that I will have time to do that, but right now, just be with me. So we have advantages. So like it's simple to implement and you can read yourself. I don't want to talk too much here. And we have also necessity to define the value of k beforehand. This is a disadvantages. And the computation cost is high as it has to calculate the distance of each of all the training sample. You will see this in the example. Yeah, let's go ahead so a little bit faster. Yeah, we have naive Bayes classifier. So if you know about Bayes theorem and you know that it assumes that the attributes are independent, that means the existence of a specific feature in the class is unconnected to the existence of any other feature. So you can see here clearly the advantages and disadvantages, and yeah, let's go forward so quickly. Yeah, you can see super vector matching is a good algorithm as well, and here you have the advantages, you have the disadvantages. If you want to read them yourself, you can just pause the video and read them, write notes, whatever you want. But I found out that this video is going to be too long, so let me go a little bit faster. I know you love coding, me too. That's why I'm not trying to stay here too long. And here we have linear regression. You have first the what is linear regression, and here you have the simplicity. That's the advantages, and at the right you have the disadvantages. So yeah, pause the video, write notes, read them. Yeah, and here you have decision trees. You know what is a tree. Probably you do something like that on your paper, and you know if the bubble is lighting, so you know what to do. If not, something like that. Yeah, you have an idea about that. And advantage is simple to understand, and disadvantages, it can create so complex trees that are not generalized well, and you cannot understand the fact. Yeah, and here you have random forest. It's a kind of decision trees, but with more trees. And this model can be very complex, even more than the decision trees. So, but in contrast to the decision trees, if you know how to do it here, you will find better accuracy probably. Yeah, artificial neural network. I know that you know about this a lot and you heard about it a lot. Every day you hear about it. Probably not every day, but very often. Is a special type of machine learning algorithm that is modeled after the human brain. It consists of units neuron. Yeah, and it. I didn't put here a picture or an image, but you know that it contains with layers. We have input layers, hidden layers, and output layers. So if you want, guys, you can read about it. Here you have advantages, disadvantages, because yeah, but I'm not telling you to start with artificial neural networks for now. If you want to start with machine learning, please try with a simple algorithm before going here, because you can have unexplained behavior on the network. It's naive advice, so you can just read this or try from the simplest one and come here. And this algorithm is very, very important, very useful, and with good accuracy. Yeah, we have k-mean clustering. This is the algorithm that fall among like unsupervised learning method, as well as artificial neural network. You can use it as well for classification and also for regression. Yeah, it's very powerful. Yeah, and here you have also k-means clustering. Yeah, you have what is this, and as I explained you before, how you can give the program the picture with beans, corn, and so on, and it will create clusters from the centroid. Yeah, and here you have also advantages, relatively simple to implement, and the value of k again has to be chosen manually, as well as k and n. This is a disadvantage of those k algorithm. So now, when you have your head full of information like that, so what to choose? No one knows. So as you know, there's a lot of algorithm. I just show you the one that are very, very, very used these days, but you might be able to find so many other like algorithm that you can use, but there is no there is not a specific algorithm that can be used for a solution, or that can be a solution itself, or approach that fits all tasks. So there's some important consideration when it's about to choose an algorithm, like type of the problem, the size of the training set, accuracy, the training time, number of parameters and features, training speed, prediction speed, etc. Choosing the right algorithm for a problem is based on experience, trial, and error. So you have a short description of few and well-known algorithms with some advantages and disadvantages. As I said, the deep explanation of each algorithm will be a very, very long video. So you have each algorithm with pros and cons. Yeah, the best result is highly depends on data, the data that you have, the problem that you have, what would you want to solve, and what do you have as a matter to make the problem, to resolve the problem. Obviously, ANN, like artificial neural network, is one of the most used this time, and it's very, very useful, and it's very powerful. But as I told you in the beginning, try with a simple one before going to the complex one. And here I was trying to show you how those things work with OpenCV. And if we are about to create a classification application, we know that from which algorithm we can use. And SIFT algorithm that I showed you in the beginning use KNN and matching feature and something like that. So let's go ahead. Let's stop talking. Let's finally start coding things. See you.